What is happening today, YouTube? Stevie here. How's my light look? Not too bad. It's a little warm in here. How bad's my hair do? Pretty bad. I better leave my hat on. Oh, been trucking all day today. Got a little bit of a glare. We do this one. That seems a little bit better, doesn't it? What if we do this one and not this one? Oh, that's no good. We can't do that. I'll get this light situation figured out in this truck one of these days. Got our angle good, not too bad. If I don't stare out the window too much, I won't close the curtain because it's a little bit warm. Oh, this is from the sleeper of the old Peterbilt down here in Evansville. We last week got blowed up a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot. And we only got 3 in last week. They didn't have anything for Thursday. Is that right? Thursday got canceled. That's what happened. So I didn't have anything to pick up Wednesday night. Thursday got canceled by the shipper up there in Wisconsin. And then Friday, my load, the boy that was supposed to pick it up, had lots of trouble. But long story short, he didn't get the load picked up. He had some truck trouble and unloading trouble and lots of trouble, and he said it didn't. Ended up not getting it down to the yard until it's too late to. Matter of fact, I don't think he got it down there till Friday night. So totally blew up the rest of the week. I'm gonna look out the window. I can see that already. So if I close my curtain like that, it does get a little more shade in here when I do that, doesn't it? I may have to just try not to look out there. That might be what I have to try to do. That might be what I just have to try to do. I'll do my best not to look out there. But anyways, yeah. So this is Monday night. I got down there, of course, Evansville on Sunday night like normal, and I had a real good turn today. I was down here way early before it even got dark. I was back down here at my receiver, um, and my trailer is supposed to be reloaded tomorrow, so no issues there so far. Knock on plastic, no issues there. So the first part of the week is looking really good, which of course, I'm trying to think what it did last week. It seems like it was kind of rough last week from the beginning, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Usually my trailer's there on Monday morning or Monday afternoon early, so I can make the turn pretty easy on Monday. Usually. Um, but I like this trailer. I think this trailer was down there over the weekend sometime, so I think it was there yesterday when I got the other one. Tomorrow will be the question if they mess it up. I shouldn't say they mess it up, but they're struggling to get these trailers down there to our yard timely, and at least timely for me. Or I need to instead of running this loads on the day shift, I really need to start running them more on the second shift because then I'm not back to Markham so early. Because on a normal day, those trailers don't get down to Markham until 4 or 5 o'clock, 3 if I'm lucky, 4 or 5 average, and sometimes even 6 or 7, depending on how they get hung up in Wisconsin. So that is the state of that affair. Hopefully, we have a good week. Might take a long weekend. I had a 4-day weekend last weekend. That wasn't all bad. Might take a long weekend this weekend because this is the fourth weekend, 4th of July, and I'm not sure. I haven't asked them yet if the boys at the mower shop are down. Are they going to even be open on Sunday? Sunday on Monday because the holiday and everything, and um, their really busy time is from Christmas a little bit in December, But then after December and January, 1st of January, from January till now is their busy, 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 busy time. Uh, Shipping mowers and a lot of parts and a lot of that kind of stuff. This is their really, really go time. Now, as we get later into the year, it'll start to slow up a little bit. Um, I mean, like at Christmas time, they give them the boys a long break at Christmas. They shut down, if not the 23rd, maybe even the week, whatever that Monday is that Christmas comes on. So they'll give them 2 weeks off for Christmas, however it lands. Um, so they get a nice big break at Christmas, and then I don't think they can use any vacation until after May. Um, because it's their busy season. This is a distributorship. They don't actually sell mowers out the door here. They parts and then mowers to dealers. But so that is that. Um, I did have a fairly constructive weekend this weekend. I got my oil changed on the big truck here, and I got what else did I do? I wasn't able to change a fuel filter because Napa did not have a. They had one of the fuel filters. They didn't have the other one. So I'll get the fuel filters changed this weekend, and then I need to grease it. I was going to grease it on Sunday morning before church, and because Saturday was pretty hot, I just didn't get a lot done on Saturday. I mean, I got stuff done, but not. Um, I didn't change oil till later in the afternoon because it's pretty warm in Indiana on Saturday, and then. I was gonna do it Sunday morning when it was early before church, and it rained Sunday night or Saturday night, which we desperately needed. And then it actually rained quite a bit on Sunday morning, midday, which we needed even more. So that was good. And so I'll get the truck grease this weekend, and then she'll be ready till fall time. 3 months. About every 3 months, I change oil. Depending on how hard I run, it might be a little sooner than that, but generally right in that time frame. And oh, I got my physical. I had to get my physical for my CDL, and I did that on Saturday. Um, I knew there was something else I did Saturday. I did that, and then I did while I was there. I did my drug test for my own authority through OIDA. You got to be part of a consortium, uh, so I did that. That's out of the way. Um, it's good for a year, but they can call you for random sometime if they want to. You're in a big pool, just whenever they whose name they draw, whatever. But they never called me for a random the last time. But um, so that is got that done, and I called the insurance company. I sent her an email. Told her kind of my time frame. I'm looking at getting back and running under my own numbers. Um, I didn't know if I could prepay for that, or if she wanted me to wait till it was a little bit closer. She didn't email me back, but she may be on vacation this week. A lot of people take vacations this time of year, um, so that's the news on the truck, and all is well. Truck's running great. Freight's okay. A couple of glitches here or there, but so far so good. We're still making okay money and staying right at it. So that is good. Um, I did a short video on Backwater News. That's my other channel where I do most of my politics over there. I don't do really much politics on this channel, but I might do a little bit on here to every once in a while. I was mentioning on that channel that did Hunter Biden get away with something? Uh, he got barely a slap on the wrist for his tax issues and his gun charge and uh, the question kind of was, did he get preferential treatment? And the answer is yes, he did. Um, but I don't understand why this is a big shocking thing. The well-connected have always gotten preferential treatment when it comes to that kind of stuff. And it doesn't matter if you're on the national level, it helps that you're a Democrat or a liberal or the establishment, whichever party you're part of. Um, you're going to be treated differently than the if you're the president's son or the senator's son than if you're the plumber down the street son or the plumber himself. Um, all you have to do is walk into any courthouse uh, and watch the court proceedings, and it doesn't take long to realize there's two different systems of justice: the well-connected and the not well-connected. Um, so I don't understand the big shock that Hunter was treated well. Um, just like you can guarantee that Trump's going to be treated unfairly, maybe not unfairly, but to the letter of the law, where Hillary can smash phones with hammers, use bleach bit, not turn over the. They always say when when the Hillary defenders say she turned over 30,000 emails to the FBI. Well, it really doesn't matter how many she turned over to the FBI. The fact of the matter, she wasn't supposed to have them to begin with. But second of all, it doesn't matter that she turned over 30,000. It was the ones that she wasn't supposed to have that she didn't turn over or change the classifications of. That was the problem. And they let her off the hook. And now they want to hang Trump for it. And to be honest, she should have been treated more harshly for it. And he should too. Not one or the other. Um, Mike Pence had classified documents. Joe Biden had a lot of documents from not only when he was vice president, which he did have, he had no reason to to unclassify or no ability to. He also had classified documents from when he was a senator, which he wasn't even supposed to have at his house. Not even taken out of what that room they call the skiff. So, and that you voluntarily turn them over doesn't change the fact that you had them and you wasn't supposed to have them. And every president, from what we learn now, seems to have this problem of of these documents that they're not supposed to have that they have. Um, if you were a captain in the military and you had classified documents on a private laptop at your house, you would go to jail for that. And there's people in jail for that very thing. Um, there was a boy that took a selfie of himself in a nuclear sub. I don't know if they put him, I think they sent him to jail for that. At a minimum, dishonorable discharge. Didn't do a little research and verify that. Um, but I think they said put him in jail for that. You can't take pictures inside a nuclear sub. And it wasn't like he took pictures of the reactor. I think it was like in his bunker or something like that. It wasn't nothing, there was nothing classified about it. It was just the act of doing it. And and they hang him or the other folks in the military they hung for that. But if you're a politician, yeah, no, we don't usually prosecute this, or we're going to prosecute Trump, but we're not going to prosecute this guy for it. Well, if the poor guy that's the the low level officer in the military or the NCO sergeant he gets hung for it, why does the politician get off easy? That's not fair. Two systems of justice. And there's been two systems of justice for a long time. Um, any of you that haven't got a chance to watch any of Tucker's, if you didn't watch any of Tucker Carlson's video openings uh, when he was on Fox, they were excellent. Go back and watch any of them that you can find. Um, or his Twitter show. Now I think he's got 6 or so of them up so far. Um, he'll eventually have his own deal when he gets out. gets done arguing with Fox. Actually, he's not really arguing with them. They just don't want to let him work. Um, he's given back the money. He said, "You don't have to pay me the rest of my contract. We'll just be done." And they said, "Nope, we're going to pay you the rest of your contract, and you can't be on the air anywhere." And that's one of the reasons why Fox is dead to me. Fox News is dead to me. And there's too many other good places to get information, and we need more of them. Um, Unbiased, not right or left, just the truth. We can make up our own minds. We don't need the editing of the news organizations. That's what was the fella in was it Dragnet? Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. That's what we need. Just the facts. And we had 16 minutes. I won't ramble on too much longer, but um, and like I said, I don't really care. I can't get myself worked up about Hunter not Hunter having a tax issue, um, or that he lied on his gun permit, or that he sold access to his father. Um, this is not an uncommon thing in Washington. Um, so it's it might not be right, but when it's so commonplace, how do you hang him for it? Where we run into trouble is if Joe Biden profited from Hunter's work, which is obvious that he did. And I'm not saying he's not the only one who does, but he obviously did. And one of the biggest tells that there was something shady going on is whenever they would ask him about it, he would say, "I never, ever, never talked to my son about his business. Never." Well, the only reason why you would do that is if you knew that your son was doing something you weren't supposed to know about. Because what father doesn't talk to his son about his business? I'm not saying his personal business, even though I think they probably talk to him about that too. I'm talking about his business, what he does for a living. Um, Hunter rides over with Joe on a plane to China. Joe goes and does his thing. Hunter goes and does his thing and comes back with a multi-million-dollar business deal. And the 30-hour ride back from China, they don't have a conversation about Joe doesn't say to Hunter, "How'd things go?" or "What'd you do?" Or Hunter doesn't say, "Boy, Dad, I scored a great deal. I'm so happy." And the dad wouldn't be proud of his son. Of course, you would have that conversation. And that for him to think we're so stupid to think that he didn't, it's insulting. And that we got news people out there that have absolutely no desire to find out the truth. It's a shame. It really is a shame. Because they know it's not right. They know he did it, and they know it's not right. So they're going to cover for him. If it was the other side of the aisle, they would be having an outrage, clutching their pearls over the travesty that is a threat to our democracy. Um, when the truth is, how many of their kids are working for these same senators as interns? I bet very common, or House members. But anyway, well, we're at 1917, everybody, on the time, so we're going to shut this thing down. Just wanted to do a little quick video. I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll be honest with you. And God bless. We'll talk again soon. And God bless America.